Right, Keys. We're going to be looking at the origin of BTC. Talked about how a global meltdown turned into financial freedom. So this is on Crypto Basics. Article was done by Vinamatra Chaturvedi on CoinMarketCap blog Alexandria. So if this is your first time of coming to our YouTube channel, there's a big red subscribe button beneath this our video. So you want to click on it so you get notified whenever we drop our beneficial uploads. Also, you want to drop your comments, your feedbacks. I'll try as much as possible to attend to you. You also want to click on the like button and share this video to your loved ones that might find it helpful. So back to the news. It says table of contents: Satoshi Nakamoto and more. So there are lots of them. We try as much as possible to cover the key facts in this article. So Bitcoin is a decentralized cryptocurrency that runs on a network called a blockchain. So the program that runs the network is known as the Bitcoin core. It is responsible for deciding which block contains valid transactions. It is also an open source project supported by nodes that run the network by storing data. So who's responsible for running the Bitcoin core? Was the profile? Are they educated or wealthy? So these people are known as Bitcoin developers. So they work together to improve the functionality of BTC as a protocol for storing and transferring our value. So before discussing the names, profiles, and coin developers, let's talk about Satoshi Nakamoto, the inventor of BTC, who is considered as the original developer of the BTC core. So Satoshi Nakamoto is the creator of BTC. However, it is not clear even to today if Satoshi Nakamoto is a man, a woman, group of people. So Satoshi has kept the identity hidden ever since the release of BTC code into the world back in 2008. So Satoshi Nakamoto is often the first name that beginners Google after searching for BTC. So most of the big tech companies and products have famous founders. It is only natural you want to learn more about the person behind one of the fastest growing industries called cryptocurrencies. Now, looking at the role of financial crisis in the creation of cryptocurrency, it says after the financial crisis of 2007, the world felt the need for a system that wouldn't have the weaknesses that banks and other financial institutions had. So, in 2008, Nakamoto, a cryptographic pioneer, published a white paper and told the world that about the use of digital currencies and how they could challenge for banks. So in 2009, Nakamoto released the first version of BTC software client. So by the end of 2010, after the release, they disappeared. It's interesting to know that Nakamoto worked with people on BTC and built the software, but never shared anything about their personal life nor even their experience. So this makes it more decentralized. So in Japanese, Satoshi means clear thinking, quick-witted, and wise. So Naka means medium, insight, or relationship, and Moto stands for origin or foundation. So it is not known whether the BTC creator was Japanese or not. However, people find the meaning of Satoshi Nakamoto quite intriguing, considering the founder is still nowhere to be found. After 2010, many people came forward and claimed to be Satoshi Nakamoto. Some investigative journalists wrote long articles on the real BTC creator. However, none of them were verified. Even after more than a decade of creation of BTC, Nakamoto is a mystery. So there is a debate on how much BTC Nakamoto has. So considering they were the creator, experts believe that their holding could be 1 million BTC, also known as the Satoshi stash. So will Nakamoto appear one day? I can't say. So we're going to be looking at. So we have Gavin Adrency. So when Satoshi Nakamoto disappeared in 2010, Gavin Andresen took the role of lead developer of BTC Core, an alum of Princeton University who started his career as a software developer, was intrigued by BTC's decentralized nature, gave an idea of how BTC would look like and how the project would work. Formed a team of 5 core developers who had the power to change the code behind BTC. He founded the non-profit BTC Foundation in 2012, dedicated himself to the industry. Successfully carried out the legacy of Nakamoto. However, in 2016, he controversially announced that Australian computer scientist Craig White was Satoshi Nakamoto. So Wright was always been claiming that he is an actual BTC creator. When he got support from Andreessen, it escalated the debate about the existence of Nakamoto. So later, Andreessen paid the price for backing rights. His permission to make changes to BTC's code was refused. He regretted and wrote a blog that he should have never been involved in who was Satoshi debate. So Andreessen lives in Amherst, Massachusetts, and his Twitter ID is Gavin Andreessen. So you want to check him out and follow him. So we have Vlidia van der Leon. I hope that's how you pronounce it. So in 2014, Gavin Andreessen decided to pass the torch to Vladia van der Leon. So now, Leon is the current lead developer of BTC Core. He is from Amsterdam, Netherlands, and likes to spend his time developing software. Started his career in late 80s and learned computer languages in 2011. When he heard about the BTC project, he immediately got intrigued by the idea of decentralized digital currency. He started as a contributor to the BTC project and now reviews and monitors the project with others. Zalan likes to keep a low profile, so very little is known about him and his private life. His Twitter ID happens to be Orion WL. So, who are other core developers and who funds the project? So, software developers are Monitor or BTC Core, and the list is long. So, Corey Feed, Marco Fake, Michael Ford are some of the popular names, educational institutions, labs, firms have supported the project. So, how do BTC developers operate? So, we're looking at how BTC operates. So since BTC Core is open source software, anyone can propose changes that can improve its functionality. But is it as easy to implement changes on the BTC Core? So the answer is no. The core developers are responsible for running BTC Core, and their main job is to enhance the efficiency of the BTC protocol. They review, discuss each proposal, and decide to take further steps by an agreement through or known as a consensus. So you want to check what the consensus is. So after accepting or rejecting the changes, a few individuals integrate them into the BTC core. They, however, are responsible for maintaining the functionality. There is trust between developers and the community, and developers can't integrate code that has not been approved. So if they breach their trust, they can be removed from the community. In case there are any malicious changes, the older version of BTC core can be restored. So no one controls BTC and no one controls the epicenter, which is the BTC core, not even the lead developers. So in 2021, a new version of the BTC Core was launched. It's version 0.21.0, which can be downloaded. So our BTC developers try to improve the network's privacy so that it can offer improved security, speed, strength. So these features are quite crucial as BTC has emerged as an investment option worldwide. So guys, your back keys. Feel free to subscribe. I hope you get informed on what BTC entails now and is about. You can click on the red subscribe button. I'm dropping a link to this article so you can check these out, and also other beneficial articles live on CMC. Your back keys. Stay tuned for more. Click on the red subscribe button so you get notified whenever I drop beneficial uploads. Peace out and more love.